BeamNG.drive 0.34 has just arrived, and I'm going to go over everything new in this update. Starting with the new vehicle called the Bruckell Nine. This is a 1930s pre-war vehicle and the oldest vehicle now in the game. I've got the coupe model, but there's a ton of different options you can choose from. This is the base model with the inline 4 engine, which we'll take a look at. You can open both sides. There are V8 options, but this is the base model. Very old school horn. It does only have one taillight, which with the deluxe has two. The modeling is honestly fantastic, like one of the best looking vehicles I've seen. In the interior, it's pretty basic, but it looks really nice. You have all the functionality in here and a lot of interactability. So here's the headlights, and as you can see, the lighting dims, which is a new feature. They implemented support for dimming lights and also halogen lights, which also dim. As you can see, they slightly dim, which is a new feature. Back in here, this is the ignition. I can't tell what that is. Oh, the starter, and that's the throttle, and the choke right there. It would be cool if they actually implemented like ability to use the choke. Also down there, what is that? I'm pretty sure that's the high beams. Like, I'm pretty sure old vehicles had a pedal which you can use to like flash the high beams. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because it's the high beams. Yeah, that's honestly really cool. And there's nothing much else in the interior. It's pretty basic for the 1930s. It'd be cool if the wiper actually worked. Well, that's the first vehicle I've seen that you can actually like remove or break the wiper. Oh, and also you can also first remove the license plate. Both of them. There are 25 different configurations. I was in the coupe, but we can also take a look at the deluxe in the sedan model. That looks awesome. Like, I really like how this car looks. There's a spare wheel in the trunk. Interior is a lot nicer. The more chrome, the steering wheel's different, the seats look better. Gauges are about the same though. The doors, oh yeah, you have like the suicide kind of doors, which were more common back in the day. We can take a drive in this version. This one has the V8, which I should show off. The sound honestly is really nice. So there's the V8. Very nice model in there. There's both sides. One thing it does not have is the proper transmission, because back in the day I'm pretty sure it did not have a synchronized transmission, which is an odd feature implemented in this current version. As you can see, you can get synchronizer damage. I'm using clutch assist, so it's... but it could be implemented in a future update. It's not the fastest vehicle, it's also very bouncy. But let's also test the crash model. It's only a 3-speed Manual. Okay, let's crash into the bridge. The front basically fell off. There would not, you would probably not survive that. Like, there's no crumple zone basically. Like, you are the crumple zone in this kind of vehicle. You have lots of pieces that can fall off. Let's take a look at there's also a vans, taxi, there's also a pickup. Like, the detail on this vehicle is amazing. I picked East Coast because I feel like this is the perfect environment for the vehicle, because this is how roads were back in the day, pretty bumpy, and a lot of time they were dirt roads, which vehicles like this were made for. You can see the suspension, it's like, this era of cars is so like unrepresented in so many games. Like, it's really cool to see this in the game. Like, I love like old cars. Yeah, you're not surviving that. Like, there are a lot of aftermarket parts you can put on the vehicle and a lot of hot rods, which I'm very happy to see. There's also a Roadster, which is like convertible basically. I really like how this one looks also. One thing I did not show off is the trunk, which actually has a seat built into it, which is actually, I did not ever know that vehicles actually did that, which is really cool to see. So you can actually sit in there. The coupe model also has this feature. The whole like axle came off. Like, I want to see that. Like, you can remove the entire like frame from like the chassis basically. Like, you can disassemble this thing so much. Like I'm just messing around at this point, but can you remove like the seats? Almost. Don't think so. Actually, maybe you can. Anyway, let's take a look at a faster version. There are a lot of like cool like rat rod, junk rod versions. Bootlegger, Lakebed Jalopy, Bulletproof. Like, there's a lot of cool versions. Like you probably like something from here. Let's take a look at something a bit more modern. This is the Retro Mode sedan. So basically it looks like a ordinary vehicle, but underneath has a lot of modern components to make it drive better. So it basically just been restored with modern parts and stuff. So the suspension is completely like newer. Like, coilovers weren't a thing back in the day, as you can see. It also has a Gavril V8 swap. As you can see right there. So this is under the custom frame, which is how you can get the V8 swaps. There's so much customization. Like, you can color the suspension bits. There's a battery. I don't think the battery is simulated quite yet, but it's cool it's there. I did not show off like the other engine, the customization you can do in it. Stock distributor and generator, high compression block, low compression block, exhaust, carburetor intake. So this is a close ratio 3-speed, yeah. and oil bath air filter. Like all of this stuff you can like change. You can have the electric radiator fan, like, so you can change so much in this. Probably one of the most customizable vehicles you can get. Back to the resto mod. I really like how the colors look. The silver two-tone and black roof with the red stripe looks great. It has more modern tires. Yeah, you can make this thing incredibly fast. Even though it is a resto mod, the safety is still same as a regular 30s vehicle. Also, the Sunburst is a new traffic vehicle. I'm pretty sure the Vivas, Sunburst, and the Wendover are all now available in the traffic. Traffic has received a lot of improvements in like awareness and stuff. Like every update improves the traffic a little bit. So yeah, you'll see the 3 new traffic vehicles which were missing last update, but they didn't have time to finish the optimization for them, so they're available now. Tasty Cola Special. So this is the van body with a huge blower on it. That looks insane. It has the double doors. Also, there's glass tint. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the first vehicle that has like colored glass tint. There's a lot of aftermarket things you can do with it. Just broke the exhaust. Like, I can't stop looking at it. Like, this car looks so good. A few more versions. Good Noodle. Like, they all look insane. This looks like a Hot Wheels vehicle, like you would have as a kid. Like, they're all slightly different. Like this one looks like it has a chopped body on it. Like there's so much customization you can do. The entire frame is colored also. I really like this one also. Yeah, it just crumples basically in any impact. There's a sharp dress speedster. Oh, there's also a drift version with the red tint. I do like the paint job on this one. Oh wow, okay, you can actually drift this. So it has the modern suspension and frame and engine also. Honestly, this is surprisingly pleasant to drift, like very easy, honestly. There's the engine. There's a wheel showed up. Nice. There's a new bracket race system you can do. I'm at the West Coast drag strip and using the new Bruckell 9 drag configuration. I'm against a random opponent, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so everything here is new. Yes, I know how to race. Set up your dial racer who finishes closest to their dial without overshooting wins. Okay, how am I supposed to know the time? I guess it's fine. Like, I guess it automatically decides, but you can like adjust it. Okay, why am I against a BX? Like, I have a full-on drag vehicle, and I guess it was random, so we can start the race. I don't know if they're going to stage. I'm pretty sure it's broken because they're not moving. I mean, I'm gonna show off the speed of the vehicle anyways. Jeez. I mean, this thing's a death trap, basically. It tops out at 170. And yeah, you are not surviving that. Restart mission. Okay, so this seems to be broken, but it's probably gonna be fixed later on. On West Coast, this area has been updated, which is like a kind of a rally kind of stage you can do. Like, all the roads here are new. So I'm just going over this area. So you enter from here, which is new. They've also updated near the parking lot over here. Yeah, so this road, which connects from the main road to the fast automotive place, which also has received some updates. The parking lot has overall received a lot of changes. It's not really a parking lot anymore. I mean, no one used this as a parking lot. It's mainly like a drift place, but it has been updated. Some of these roads are new. I can't remember which ones are new from last update. Pretty sure this area is also new. But yeah, those are the changes to West Coast this time. Overall, pretty nice. Okay, so here's where you park. A lot of police parts have been added to various vehicles in the game. Also, the Moonhawk also received PBR hubcaps and wheels, I'm pretty sure. Like, I noticed that. Yeah, and for the police parts, you can put on the police flashers, halogen police flashers. They honestly match really well. You can also do this with the bar stow as well. Although there's no configuration for the bar stow. The red spotlights are also new. There's also more light bar options, police light bar. Oh yeah, that matches really well. So yeah, here are the new like police parts for the Moonhawk. I'm pretty sure they didn't add like a new police skin. Nope. Also, this whole menu is not new. It's been added for a while, but now defaults to the new one, but you can still use the old one. I forgot to mention. So here are the lights and the spotlights. The lighting is really cool on this. There's also police parts for the Wydra and T-Series, I'm pretty sure. Which I don't know why you would want police parts on the Wydra. But there's also on the T-Series and Barstow as well. and probably some others that I'm missing. This is a new slider configuration for the Grand Marshal, which includes a new body kit and some custom parts. I do quite like it. It looks a bit unusual for this type of car, but I honestly really like it. Also has some updated materials and stuff. So speaking of drift, there has been a lot of drift updates, including a new drift zone. So if you enter a drift zone, so this is a new drift zone, which is indicated by a blue sign like this. You can enter like a drifting mode, which tracks your drifting, and includes a new UI. So you have to be entering the drift for it to count. As you can see, there's a new UI. The scoring has also been updated, so it rewards like big drifts instead of smaller ones. I'm gonna try to finish this without crashing. Yeah, that was the end of the drift zone. So you can start in any direction. And you can find them all over the map. You can go into the map section and find drift zones, drift spots, and they're all over the map. So if you like your drifting, this is really cool. The main menu has been updated in this update, and as you can see, the buttons all are pretty similar but also a lot nicer, and the backgrounds have been changed and updated. The bottom, the placement of the UI has been changed around. Most of the menus are like the same though, so if you go in options, like it's still mostly the same. I don't think there are new graphic settings. What there is new is a new rally mode, which is work in progress, like the career mode, which also has received a ton of updates. This is what I'm really excited for, because it actually introduces pace notes and a lot of rally stages you can do. So there's only a few options. I actually have not tried this before. So I'll do an actual rally stage, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, we are in the new rally mode. There are no audio for the pace notes, but there are visually. So this is experimental, obviously. So yeah. So you can adjust the pace notes on the bottom. Honestly, on a map like this, it does help. Okay, well, it does not help my driving. But yeah, let's quickly finish this. I might want to tweak the timing for the pace notes. It might be slightly delayed. Yeah, also the UI might be a little big, like it can get in the way a little bit. Yeah, I would not have known the hairpin was coming up without the pace notes, so it's honestly really helpful that it is now in. Which now turns BeamNG.drive like into a better rally game, honestly. Like this game can like simulate so many things, it's incredible. Like rallying was one of my favorite things to do. And now it's even better, and it probably will get better in updates. Okay, so you actually have to stop the car. Obviously a really poor time, but honestly barely got the 2-minute objective. Like, I can honestly, if I actually tried, I can easily get the time. It's honestly really hard to like talk and do this, but so you can, so the whole UI is new. So yeah, that's really cool. You can continue here. Don't know what that is. Oh yeah, and free. You just get entered in free roam. There's not much new with the Pesma from last update. Like some lighting, some lights and textures have been updated, but that's about it for this car. Like that's the case with a lot of vehicles. The Roamer also received some PBR textures for the lights and glass, so it can get any version. So as you can see, the headlights look a lot better. Like the indicators used to look a lot more yellow, now it's orange. The taillights look a lot nicer, more detail in the textures. And the glass looks better. I had no problem with the glass, but now it looks better. Yeah, so that's the only major thing with the Roamer. Some smaller additions include updated bus stops for basically all the maps have new bus stops, which look a lot better in my opinion. The old ones look kind of bad in comparison. This is also a new sign, which I have not noticed before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a new sign. One thing I forgot to mention is you can now use the Piccolina steering wheel on any vehicle. So the Corsa one you can use on any vehicle. There you go. The Burnside Special has received PBR headlights and hubcaps. So it has new textures, but it doesn't have the new like updated halogen lights implemented. But the textures are at least new, and the hubcaps are a lot shinier on this vehicle. For the props, you can now color the cones and have different skins on them. So you can have stripes, a blue cone. I'm not sure if you can color the cone. Oh yeah, you can. I'm not sure if you could do this before, but now you can color it. Large traffic cone, double stripe. So yeah, now you can customize the traffic cone if you like to do this. You can also just pick any color. Okay, you can't pick any color. If you want a green, you can't. Oh, actually you can. Yeah, but these are the factory colors, so you can pick anything. Like the textures have received updates as well, which I did not notice. So yeah, you can now play with the traffic cones if you want. Also, the hay bale square has received a new version called the small hay bale square. So just small instead of big. There are 3 new scenarios added in this update. The Vintage Hauler, Hot Rod Club, and Bootleg Runner. I honestly might do one of them. I haven't played with the police version, so I might as well. Yeah, so I haven't played with the police version, so might as well play with this mission. So a very old chase. A bootlegger thinks we didn't know about their stash point. We need We just needed to wait for them to be there with the juice, and then we pounce on them. Now is our chance. Try to keep their vehicle in one piece in case there is more evidence on board. Okay. So yeah, this is the police version, and this whole UI has been changed, which I actually like this a lot better. Looks a lot cleaner now. Okay, so it has a new system where you can just accelerate to begin the chase. Okay, so I haven't heard the siren, it's just the old siren sound. I'm pretty sure this has the V8 engine. And yeah, this version is a lot faster than the stock versions. I'm pretty sure we're chasing the resto mod version. Trying to go for a pit. Did it say not damage my vehicle or theirs? I'm not sure. Okay, I completely missed. Think they're stopped. Yeah. Well, that's a new animation. That's pretty satisfying. So yeah, that is the new update. There has been a lot of smaller improvements and changes to like the force feedback. The career mode has been updated a ton, which I cannot cover in this video because this video is long enough. A lot of audio and user interface improvements, and improvements to traffic and AI, updates to the livery editor, and there's a new tool for the world editor called the BeamNG tool, which is helpful for map makers to make maps a lot easier. There's a lot of general improvements and optimizations and bug fixes for a lot of different things. I'll leave the patch notes in the description and I highly recommend to check it out for the full list of changes. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this update video.